Peace and blessings, Israel. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters are edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Take a Closer Look at the Place That's Known as a Cemetery Full of Doctors and Nurses. All right. Let me say it again, man. What's the name of the lesson? Take a closer look at the place that's known as a cemetery full of doctors and nurses, man. Yeah, this is going to be a cold-blooded word, and I really hope that you sincere brothers and sisters, man, is enlightened and edified by this word, okay? What you're looking at on the screen is a building appropriated for the reception of the sick, okay? What you're looking at is a building appropriated, okay, for the infirm. What you're looking at is a building appropriated for the reception of the helpless. Okay, a building that's also a place for the insane, and a building that's appropriated for the reception of infected people. What you looking at, the cemetery, okay, the place that's known as a cemetery full of doctors and nurses is the hospital, man. Yeah, the hospital is one of the most nastiest, dirtiest place full of germs that you ever want to encounter, man. But not only that, it's also known as a cemetery full of doctors and nurses. Okay? People die in the hospitals every single day. You see, people are born and people die in the hospital every day. Okay? When it comes to the emergency room, people are dead on arrival or they die in that hospital from the wounds, okay, that they made on their way into the ER. If they're not dead on arrival in the emergency room, eventually hours later, days later, weeks later, months later, they eventually die in that same hospital from those wounds. You see, the hospital is symbolic to death, which is equivalent to the cemetery, which is the burial for the dead, for the deceased. Okay? The only difference is with this cemetery, it has doctors and nurses. You see, if you've ever went to a hospital to visit someone that's sick or someone that has challenging health issues, someone that may have had surgery or whatnot, they have what you call a hospital chaplain. Okay, that hospital chaplain ain't just there because he wants to be there. He is considered a hospital priest. All right, someone who provide pastoral care and services. And one of the main reasons that he's there, okay, is because he understands that a lot of people come into the hospital for various illnesses, sicknesses, and injuries, and they never make it out. It's a fact, okay? Now, in this word, man, we're only going to come out with 2 scriptures. And the reason why I did this word, man, because I think people really have to understand, man. Like for myself, man, I've never, ever liked the hospitals, even when I was little. I never liked the hospitals. Never. It was never a place I liked to visit. It was never a place I liked I just never liked the hospitals. And even to this day, I'm 46 years old and I still don't like that place, man. I hate when my mom's is hospitalized and they keep her overnight, for whatever testing she getting done for precautionary actions or reasons, and I hate that. I hate it, man. You know, because the hospital is nothing but a cemetery full of doctors and nurses. You come in there, they take care of you, and if you're healthy enough to be able to leave out the hospital and go home, that's cool. But a lot of times, you don't make it out of that hospital, and you got these doctors and nurses that's there to care for you while you're alive. But a lot of people die in the hospital, you see. So it's not only the dirtiest, filthiest, most place where the most germs that you'll be exposed to, but it's also a cemetery full of doctors and nurses, man. Now, in the Bible, man, we're going to speak about the best hospital option, aka remedy, that you can go with, man. Okay? Instead of a hospital. In Luke 4:8, we're going to deal with the best hospital option, medical remedy. And that's Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Christ. What do it say in Luke 4:18? It says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He have sent me to heal the broken heart, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set liberty at them that are bruised." You see that? That's the best hospital remedy, medical situation that you want to look forward to. And that's Yahushua. It says in Luke 4:18 again, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor." When chaplains are in the hospital, that's one of their jobs, to preach the gospel to the poor. But Yahushua is the ultimate preacher, man. It says, "He have sent me to heal the broken heart." You see, when people are sick, not only are they brokenhearted, but their families are too, man. Brokenhearted, their hearts are aching, man. But what do it says? It says to preach deliverance to the captives and recovering of the sight to the blind. A lot of us are spiritually blind, and you got people that are blind, literally, man. And the Lord has the healing power to recover the sight to the blind. And it says to set at liberty them that are bruised, man. Yeah, so in the ancient times, man, Yahushua was a great outlet. Yahushua was a great hospital option, a great medical remedy, man. Yeah. What's the name of the lesson, man? Take a closer look at the place that's known as a cemetery full of doctors and nurses, man. And speaking of doctors and nurses, did you know, okay, even in the ancient times, that doctors were to be honored for all the great work that they do for the living? But in a lot of cases, these doctors couldn't save these people. And what happened? They eventually die, and they are off to the cemetery, aka the burial for the dead, the burial for the deceased. So you see, in Sirach, in the Ecclesiasticus 38, 38 verse 1, it says, "Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord have created him." You see that? So when a lot of people go into the cemetery, okay, where there's full of doctors and nurses, aka the hospital, one of the main peoples that you should honor is the doctor, man, for all the great work that he do for the living, to save lives, man, to try to save lives. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him. For the Lord, who we know as Yahweh, have created him, man. So you see that? So doctors, man, okay, when you do go to the hospital, all right, doctors are to be honored, man, because they are created from the Lord, and they have a responsibility, man, to uphold. And a lot of doctors, man, they saved a lot of lives, but due to the seriousness of certain injuries and sicknesses, they were not able to, man. You know, so again, the name of the lesson is called Take a Closer Look at the Place That's Known as a Cemetery Full of Doctors and Nurses, man. And it's the hospital, man. Yeah, man. I bet y'all didn't see this one coming. But yeah, what you see on the screen, this is nothing but a cemetery full of doctors and nurses, man. Cold-blooded, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.